All right, let's see who gets on here live tonight. Hi guys, how are you? Hola. Hello, Jessica. So let's see what's going on with the Masculine Collective. I feel like this eclipse energy is going to be wicked for those boys. Okay, so let's check it out. Well, first time, and there'll be more to come. So anyways, are you guys going to sign up for my ritual that I'm going to do tomorrow? Yeah? Do you guys feel this eclipse energy? Are we feeling upgrades or are we feeling warfare? But warfare actually brings upgrades, yeah? That's one thing I know about it. I feel a lot of warfare going on, but warfare makes you stronger. It makes you a stronger person. You will survive. This eclipse energy is wicked. Ha! It's going to kill me. Plus, I'm sure there's people casting out curses on me like usual, but it's not going to work anyway. All right, so hello. Yeah, I feel attacks to the crown, you guys. Some of you want to book a clearing with me, I recommend it because the eclipse is going to really test them. Some of you in here has I'm getting heartburn. Some of you have a solar plexus blockage right now. What's going on with the Masculine Collective? The off clearing I think is around 130 or something like that. It's on my website. So what is going on here, you guys? Whew, I'm getting sweaty. So these masculines are like, there's something weird here, okay? These masculines are going through it, is what I feel. So I feel like they're deceiving themselves to their divine path, is what I'm getting, okay? And I feel like that their lies and deceptions are going to be exposed, is what I'm seeing as well. And some of this may not be major, and it may not be that they're lying to you necessarily or something like that, but they're lying to themselves. Or they're just going to start seeing the world, the deception in this world. It could be an awakening process. They're going to be very triggered during this, okay? During this shift, they're going to be very triggered with the Five of Cups. Some of them might be drinking. There's going to be a lot of addiction. I'm going to pick that up as well for the Masculine Collective. Five of Cups here, I feel like there's going to be a lot of regret, guilt, shames, that sort of energy coming in. They've been deceiving themselves with their wish fulfillments, okay? And I really feel that this is going to show during this eclipse season. I'm getting a full-blown attack on me right now, and there's some of you watching in here that are part of that, and I can see you, and I can see your face, okay? And just know that I'm aware of what you're doing, okay? And also, there's been a lot of gossipy energy, and if you have any questions, just feel free to send me a DM, okay? All right, so that's all I've said. For some of you, this masculine is like deceiving themselves about this connection with the feminine. Okay, that could be the storyline as well. So a lot of lying to themselves, which we all know the masculines do that, yeah? Okay. So I see that there's going to be some of these masculines rushing in towards the feminine, and they're going to be like, wait for me. And I'll draw some oracles as well tonight. A lot of emotional turmoil coming up for the masculine is what I'm seeing as well. There's going to be a big emotional purge with the Five of Cups and the Moon card is what I'm seeing. Okay. But a lot of it is going to be they've been deceiving themselves from their divine path, and they've been deceiving themselves from the feminine as well, and trying to deny the connection. I'm kind of getting that sort of thing here. And after they go through this huge purge, which is going to be triggered by the eclipse, yeah, there's a lot of telepathic communication dreams, yes. I do feel for a lot of you, like, divine counterparts are going to be exposed. Okay. You might actually meet your divine counterpart, or you may actually start to learn who your divine counterpart really is as well. A lot of you have been dealing with just a karmic connection. I hate to be honest, but that has been the case. At which you can clear karma, and a karmic connection continue the connection in my belief system. But I feel like a lot of you have been holding on to a garbage connection, and you're going to be forced to release that connection. So I feel like some of them are going to come in rushing towards the feminine, though. I'll draw some more cards, but what I'm seeing, there's going to be some rushed, action-based stuff. They're going to be really in their head. They're going to realize the wish fulfillment. They've been lying to themselves about this connection. This connection is perfect for them, something like that. Some of you have anxiety in here, because I'm feeling anxiety. A lot of guilt, regret, and shame coming in for the masculine collective, you guys. That is very, very clear. Very clear. I'm also seeing that they've been very defensive about this connection. They've been rejecting this connection. That's what I'm seeing as well. And there's going to be some divine intervention that's going to put them into this place of distraught, put them in this place of reflection, is what I'm getting for some of you with this. There's going to be some truth exposure, and they feel this, and it's making them very nervous and defensive at this current moment, okay? And some of this truth exposure, like I said, it may not be truth exposure to you, but it may be truth exposure to themselves, or they may have to just confess truth to themselves that they've been living in a bullshit kind of lie. I feel back pain as well for some of these masculines, okay? But I see they're going to be in a very defensive energy with the Seven of Wands here. Interesting energies. I'm getting a lot of anxiety. Some of you guys in here are carrying a very anxious energy. They see the feminine in high regards, you guys. Okay? They see the feminine in high regards here. And I feel like that some sort of promise they made to some of you, they have to fulfill is what I'm getting as well with this, okay? They feel a tie to you. They feel a tie or a draw to the feminine. They are manifesting the feminine, okay? But be careful, you guys. The Five of Swords isn't exactly always the best energy, but I feel like this is a defensive energy here is what I'm getting, a very defensive energy. And what the masculines have been doing, what I've been picking up on is they've been trying to distract themselves from divine connections. And they've been trying to find other parties. They've been trying to drink. They've been trying to use drugs. They've been trying to get into sexual addictions, things like that. There's a lot of irritability today, you guys, so be very careful not to be impulsive or vengeful today. The Five of Swords can also be a very vengeful energy. Be very careful of that, because this energy is like very impulsive until we shift into Taurus, the moon in Taurus, which will be shifting in that tomorrow. Lay low right now, okay? And be very careful with impulsive behavior. And they also recommend the astrology not to have sex during the eclipse, because it can install some icky stuff in your sacral, so just be aware of that as well. Be aware of spell work being sent out. It's some heavy warfare being sent out during this eclipse, and I can feel it. It's attacking the crown, especially trying to get into the psyche. There's psychic attacks going on. It's causing like paranoia, confusion, and it could draw you to send attacks to the wrong people. So just be aware. If you feel rotten energy about somebody, just be aware, like, hi Melinda, how are you? So just be aware, like, what you're doing. Don't be impulsive right now. Don't send hatred out right now. It's really not a good idea. Lay low, okay? If the masculines are pushing you away right now and they're moody, let it be. it's divinely orchestrated and needing to be like that. But I feel like that the truth of these masculines and if they're your divine connection or not is really going to start to prevail. A lot of them, they're being pushed to expel their karmic cycles, you guys. It's really what's happening. And they're not really liking that. Yeah. There's going to be something developing. There's going to be sudden changes for some of you, and it's going to be very abrupt changes. Okay? For some of you, this masculine is going to come rushing in towards you. It's what I'm getting. For some of you, they may just fall right out of your energy. Okay? For some of you, you're going to be meeting a new masculine that's unexpected. So what I'm getting, you guys, is the masculine's inner child is coming out. The masculine's inner child, their inner child wounds are coming out and has them kind of in a survival mode. So this is what's bringing in some of this defensive energy, okay? They may have had to, you know, live in survival mode as a child, fight or flight mode, and they're still living in this programming is what I'm getting, this survival mode, okay? And this is from trauma. This is from trauma as a child. This is from their upbringing, something like that. So they might be a little bit leery of the feminine, having trust issues towards the feminine, things like that because of this. So they're kind of like, maybe just leery of the connection right now, but I do feel for some of you, they're going to get out of this and break this karmic cycle as well. Okay. And they're going to come in towards you. And they've been looking after themselves first for a while. The masculine's been doing this for a while. They've been kind of selfish for a while. And this is part of their needing to find their identity. Okay. So don't take offense to that as well. But I do see with the moon card, I really feel there's going to be a lot of emotional turmoil coming up that's going to get them in this complete meltdown. Guilt, regret, shame, that sort of thing is what I'm seeing. I'm getting a selfish energy off some of these masculines, but I do see unexpected, like some of you are going to get unexpected contact or something like that. For some of you, this masculine is watching you from a distance. Like there's going to be a lot of jealousy and insecurity showing up. Yeah. But this is going to be removed, okay? This is going to be removed. There's going to be a really heavy energy that's going to be removed is what I'm seeing. So, viewer, you're being advised to stay calm and just stay grounded during this eclipse, okay? The masculines are going to be pushed to kind of be in this energy and let go of control is what I feel, because they like to have control of their environment is what I'm getting, okay? I feel like a lot of you, are you feeling distrust towards the masculine? Because I'm feeling that with the collective here, that you're feeling distrust towards this masculine. You don't know what their goal is or something like that. There's a lot of unexpressed emotions. There's a lot of repressed emotions, repressed trauma, and things like that coming up as well. These masculines are going to hit it real hard, is what I'm seeing. Okay, these masculines are they're gonna hit it really hard, but they don't want to let go of the feminine because they see you as rare. Okay, they see you as unique. They see you as somebody that they can never replace. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of emotions. A lot of emotions. And I'm also hearing heart space awakening. I'll draw some more oracle here as we get more people in. They're being tested right now. They're being tested, you know. And I feel like the masculines are kind of testing the feminine right now to see if they trust you as well. There's something with trust that I keep hearing. There's something with trust, but maybe they've been bailing on you, or they're not keeping their commitments with you. Something like that is coming in as well, because I'm getting commitment is being tested, and some of them have been wanting to take action. Melinda, I feel like shit, actually. I feel like complete shit. I think somebody sent a fucking nasty juju on me recently, but whatever. And I've been having headaches, stomach aches over the weekend. I don't know. I'm just kind of run down, truthfully. Just feel like kind of crappy. But I'll survive. I survive everything. I mean, I'm a fighter, you know. So I see that some of these masculine, you guys, I know what I'm getting here is they're going to come in towards some of you. That's what you need to do, and you may have been dealing with a connection that's not meant for you, okay? So just release and allow God to bring in your correct counterparts, what you need to do. Oh, there's the Eclipse. Holy shit. Yeah, there is some sort of planning. Like, some of them may be planning to come in towards you or planning something. Yes, I do pick that up. There is a lot of divine orchestration going on behind the scenes as well, whether it's this person or somebody new. So the masculines, they're really being pushed to release their past. And I feel like a lot of them, you know, what I really feel, you guys, is that they have... yes, Aries energy just really, and my rising is an Aries Taurus mix, you guys, so like I do have migraines anyways, but I feel like such horrible headaches. Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense. Like, I feel like the masculines, some of them have a lot of shady shit they did in their past, or they have a lot of like hidden secrets or stuff that they don't want the world to see that's kind of coming up to be shown. Okay, and like with don't let your past hold you back and show the world the real you. Like, some of this is really hard on them. Like, just feeling exposed is going to be really tough on them. Okay, and they're not going to like the discomfort of that. But yes, they may take action, you know, with their own inner growth. They may take action towards the feminine. They may come in with the planning. You know, what do you guys feel is going on with the masculine? Do you think they're going to plan to come towards you? I mean, I have been getting that in readings. There may be a sudden like, hey, I want to be with you, kind of thing going on as well. So yeah, there's a lot of divine timing that's at work here. Okay, there's a lot of divine timing that's at work, and divine orchestration is what I'm getting. Heart-to-heart conversations, yes. So there might be some coming in and apologies, admitting feelings, allowing the heart space to actually open up, that sort of thing. Yeah, the masculines have been coming in very insecure for a long time, and that's their inner feminine, like wounding and things like that. So there's going to be a lot of that, and another thing is I feel like the masculines are doing things to get attention. That's something I've been picking up as well. Almost like they're trying to get attention from the feminine or get the feminine to chase them because the feminine quit chasing. So some of them are trying that, and that's just a game. And I feel like a lot of you are like, no, you know. Well, I'll go by actions. But pay attention to the red flags. So there's going to be a lot of cautioning going on here. There's going to be a lot of red flag exposure. And that's what I feel like these masculines are a little worried about, is their red flags are going to expose. But I feel like you guys this is their red flags of the past, you know, and these are things of the past and secrets of the past and stuff that they're working on expelling. That's really what I feel, you know, and they don't really want to admit these things, but I feel like with heart-to-heart conversations, they may admit some of their like wrongdoings from the past, toxicity from the past, because they've been trying to hide behind this curtain and they can't anymore. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be conversations resolved, and they're going to be like, I have this toxic trait, I did this, I did that, you know, I did this to the past, you know, my ex I did this to, something like that. You know, I did this as a teenager, whatever it may be, or I did this to you, or I hurt you, something like that. Yeah. And this is going to be getting to know each other on a deeper level coming in as well. And clearing this karmic cycle, this conversation of the red flags that may come in for some of you. This is going to, you know, clear that heart space and get to know each other on a deeper level as well, is what I'm getting. So it's like they're scared of you to get to know them on a deeper level because of some sort of red flags that some of them may have not fully shown you or exposed to you yet. I need to get off here, you guys. There's some nasty warfare out. You guys feel that? That is nasty. I don't like that. And if you guys want to book a reading with me for Eclipse energy reading, I have that on my website right now, okay? And if you want to do the Eclipse... Somebody's trying to attack my throat. Yep, I'm getting an attack on here. Some of you are holding some nasty warfare, okay? I know I got some snoops on my channel lately. It's probably some of that, but there was a lot of gossiping going on today that came at my head, and I asked it to be exposed, and it actually got exposed. I can feel gossiping. So like I said, if you have questions for me, just hit me up with the DMs, man. Like I said. Okay? I wish I could have been emotionally available and let you in. You are always in my dreams. My nose is itching. Speaking of gossiping energy. Well, think about it, you guys. Do you really want some of these masculines as they are right now? Like, if they're gonna be toxic and have red flags and play games with you and treat you like shit, like, do you want that fucking shit in a relationship? Because let me ask you something. Do you think you're gonna be happy in that? Do you think, and a lot of you stop trying to fix them, okay? Stop trying to save the motherfuckers, okay? I'm just gonna be honest. Stop trying it. Let them hit the wrath. Let them hit the wrath. Let them feel their karmic cycle. Let them fall down and fall to the ground as hard as they need to fall. Because a real man protects a woman, provides security for a woman, walks alongside and provides that. Okay, doesn't sit there and hang on your fucking energy and you're their fucking mother that's saving them. Do you really want that? I'm seriously asking this. Okay? Is that worth the wait? Yes. I mean, come on now. I'm in the process of, I'm basically single, I guess, separated, filing divorce, okay? I don't want a relationship right now. If somebody shows up to me, they better be fucking, they want to be perfect, but I'm not gonna go through bullshit, okay? So let me ask you, why would you? Okay? So this old poor masculine, he's suffering, you know, he's going through this wounding and all that bullshit. No, a poor masculine can man the fuck up and quit, you know, using the feminine and preying on your empath side, which that's a programming that's very toxic when it comes down to it, because it can kill you energetically, and having the feminine emotionally hold them up. Okay? Do you really want these men back like that? Do you really want to sit there and wait for that bullshit? I mean, I'm legit curious. So there's my rant. A lot of you are just better off without that shit. Okay? So I want a man to treat me right. Do you want a man to treat you right? Or do you want a fucking crybaby to come in that you're constantly taking care of, that's an alcoholic or a drug addict or fucking can't do anything on their own, or adult, or that's, you know, going out on a goddamn drunk and you gotta go search for their fucking ass. Is that the kind of shit that you want to deal with in your life? Okay, and a lot of you just at home, you're crying over this motherfucker. Sorry for my French here. You're crying over, oh, is he gonna come and be with me? Do you think that maybe your ancestors are protecting you right now? Do you think that maybe all that man's gonna do is cause you pain and fuck your life up? Is that your divine masculine? Is that someone you want to be in union with? Okay, look at how they're behaving right now in this current moment, because action or distraction. How are they behaving right now? Do you want to bring that home to your arms and call that love? I'm just wondering. Because a lot of you are enablers, and just admit that to yourself, because you are. Okay, I'm guilty. I enable people. Okay. But you got to get that strength, because unconditional love is not unconditional tolerance. And unconditional love is having boundaries and saying, no, you do not have what it takes to be the man for me. You do not have what it takes to come in and be that man for me. And I'm not dealing with your fucking teenage boy bullshit. Okay? And I'm just going to make that very clear. And what the masculines are doing right now is they're hitting the dark night of the soul, and they want somebody to blame for it, okay? Because they don't want to admit their inflated fucking ego that's the size of a hot air balloon is fake and full of shit and needs to come down. Speaking of that, my pride and ego led us astray, okay? So they don't want to admit that they have some problems here, and their dark night of the soul is causing them anxiety. So what are they doing? It's feminine's fault. It's my mommy's fault. It's my ex's fault. It's my boss's fault. It's my sister's boyfriend's cousin twice removed fault. Okay, it's my cat's fault. My dog's pissing me off. Is that really somebody you want to be with? Okay, mini violins, please. Okay. And I feel like the feminine's programmed to be like, oh, he's just insecure. He's so wounded. Oh, poor little baby. Let me change his diaper. No, grow the fuck up, okay? Especially when we're 30s and 40s, okay? 50s and 60s for some reason, I'm guessing, okay? If a teenager, okay, yeah, I get it. In your 20s, yeah, you know. Once you get your Saturn return, that's when you grow the fuck up, okay? Your Saturn return is when you grow the fuck up, okay? I might excuse some behavior up until your Saturn return. Your Saturn return, that's when you grow the fuck up. That's when you get out of your fucking baby shit and have your diaper change and get put in your cradle with your bottle at night, okay? That is your true adulthood time, is your Saturn return. The masculines are blaming everybody else except themselves for their problems right now. Oh, they have anxiety because they're hitting the dark night of the soul. They feel like shit right now, physically feel like shit because of the dark night of the soul. They mentally feel like shit. It's somebody's fault because they don't want to take accountability. Okay, and the masculines also are very angry right now and irritable because they hit awakening that way. They hit awakening with irritability. Okay. And the feminine is more apt to hit awakening with depression, crying, all this other shit. The masculines are more apt to be angry, bitter, it's resentful. Who can I blame? Who can I throw this bullshit on? Because I don't want to fucking admit that maybe I have some toxic shit that I need to face. Because it's the world's fault. Okay, it's every fucking person's fault. And women do it too, okay? We do it too. I won't lie. We do that too. But you know what? I feel like as an evolved female, majority here more evolved, that you do reflect. And some of you over-reflect. Well, don't fucking reflect on the same fucking thing for how many years, because the masculines are going to try to blame you for it. Okay? End of my rant. Take your power back. Be selective, be picky, okay, and keep that sacral energy clean right now, okay? You keep that sacral energy clean. Yes, giving their pinkies, yes. And men that sit and play victim is the biggest turnoff. Men that play victim, that is a pussy. Okay? That is a vagina. That is not a real fucking man. That is a vagina. Okay? And don't listen to that bullshit. Turn off. Well, because of increased obesity rate, they make like size 7 and 8 Pampers now, so maybe the masculines can fit in those. I don't know. Okay. Well, the feminine tends to hide and cry and I am lost in this world without you. It gets lonely. Oh, well, don't go save them, okay? Do you want him back? Do you want him back? You know, maybe he was a karmic lesson for you, you know? Excuses, addictions, and then, you know, I know some of you ladies, it's the same shit. He comes back, he has sex with you, he's passionate, he's chemistry. Oh, I love you, baby, all that bullshit. And then 2 to 3, 4 weeks later, he's out drinking, he's out drugging, he's out fucking. Okay, he's out playing the same shit all over again. And you guys sit home and you cry and you hurt, but then you wait for him and he comes back. Oh, he's changed. He's changed. No, that's a trauma bond. That's a trauma bond. Okay? Is that somebody you want to have a family with? And at what point are you like, okay, I'm done with your demons and that's the end of it? There is evolved men out there. There's a men evolving out there. But until you align with it and you heal your inner distortions, you're not going to draw that shit in. There is evolved men out there. I don't know why, but this energy is getting me a little moody today anyways, and I've just like had enough of people's bullshit. Some of it is karmic lessons, yes. So I do feel that a lot of you are going to meet a new connection. I really do. I mean, somebody who's, I mean, these masculines, they're going to be stripped of their ego during this eclipse season. I mean, their mask, their bullshit. I mean, it's gonna be stripped, and a lot of them are gonna appear the most wounded little boys that you ever seen. Okay, and are they gonna grow out of that? It's hard to say, but it's gonna take a lot of proving, you know, and it's up to you to trust that process. To trust what you're seeing is real, you know, and you have the control to say, no, I'm not going to repeat this cycle. The symptoms of the eclipse, like you're dying, headaches, anxiety, tightness around the chest, ungrounded energy. That is very correct. The toxic masculines are very well aware. So that's why I don't have any time. Oh, poor little baby. Oh, you had a tough time when you were a kid. Oh, you know, you're 48 years old or whatever the fuck some of them are. And oh, poor little baby. No, I don't have time for that. Okay? I don't, because they have the conscious awareness to know what they're doing. And if they led some of you on and play games with you and that kind of shit and lied to you and put on a facade for you, they knew they did that. Okay? They knew they did that. And it's up to you if you'll take that game again. And right now, I'm kind of hungry right now. I want a burger. I crave burgers all the time. And right now, we're all being tested. Are we going to repeat our karmic cycles? Are we going to move forward? I mean, are we going to go back to our shadow and go back to our past that once prisoned us, or are we going to move forward and actually evolve? That's kind of where we're at. And I feel like a lot of this warfare being sent out is trying to scare us into going back to our old life. It's like the biggest test right now, like to try to put fear in us, okay? To run back to your old life, okay? Or run back to that miserably numb comfort place, which is what the masculines are doing. They're sitting in a corner and going to live their old life and not evolve and drink their bottles and shit. Are you going to do that too? You know, that's my question. So go outside and ground during this eclipse and ask for your power back, as to withdraw your energy all back from everything that's holding it and get that soul retrieval. Okay? There's like some major upgrades, you guys. Like we're switching timelines or something, and there's something like really huge going on. I don't know. I feel disconnected from my body, kind of, and ungrounded. So I feel like we need to make sure we ground. They've used your good heart against it, but you allowed it. You know what I'm saying? So there's awareness on your end. You allowed it. Okay, you were too giving. And a lot of you chased an emotionally unavailable man because it's your childhood abandonment, because you had an emotionally unavailable parent. Okay, that's how that shit works. And you think you equate love to pain. So you keep chasing this person, trying to fix them, because you're trying to compensate for that parent that you couldn't please. Okay? And you go after this man and you chase him. Please love me. Please love me. Please love me. Please come and just bring me that love and all this shit. And then you try to fix him because you couldn't make that parent happy. Okay, you couldn't make that parent happy. You weren't good enough for that parent. So it's like you're replaying that childhood trauma. Okay? So a lot of times a feminine will draw an emotionally unavailable man because they had parents that were emotionally unavailable, or there's some sort of distortion there, okay? And there's plenty of men out there full of love, just willing to give it, and you guys equate that with fear because you're not used to actual unconditional love. So when a man comes in and has actual love for you and you don't accept it, you equate it with fear. Does that make sense? Okay? So that's your inner distortions. Because once you rise above that and you heal that, these men won't even exist in your reality field. You won't even see them anymore. You won't even draw them in. They won't see you either. Okay, but right now a lot of you are drawing that in because you're like, oh, he's emotionally unavailable. Oh, he doesn't have anything to offer me. Oh, he's putting on a facade of me. Oh, baby, you want to fuck, I love you, whatever it may be. And you're like, oh, he's so great, all this shit. And then his true colors come out. And you don't know why he's a monster and why you drew that in. But it's because you couldn't please your parent as a child, and you had an emotional, unavailable parent as a child. You couldn't please that parent. You weren't good enough for that parent. You never were. So you're begging for the validation of this emotional, unavailable masculine. Does that make sense? You feel you don't deserve love, and that is the real problem. You literally think that love is punishment. So when somebody comes in and brings you actual love, you reject it because you feel fear, because you have fear and love mixed up. What is the opposite of love? It is fear. And you got those two mixed up, like the wiring in the brain because of the programming and bullshit you went through. It's wired wrong because you equate trauma bond to love. You equate traumatic events to love. You create pain to love. You create fear to love. So it's like it's miscrossed. So when you receive actual love, you equate it to fear and you reject it, okay? And then fear and deception and bullshit and hearing what you want to hear, you equate that to love when it's actually not. A lot of people think the opposite of love is hate. It's actually fear. Love and hate are the same energy, because if you hate someone, it's because you actually underlying love them, okay? So quit trying to beg a man to love you. Because if he actually wants you in your life, he'll make some fucking effort. That's what I have to say to you, okay? And if he's going to lose a good woman, well, shame on him. Shame on him. Okay? I got to get off here because this energy is so heavy in here and I'm tired. And I'm going to plug my phone in because I didn't get it to charge all the way. Have a good night, you guys. Bye-bye.